U.S. resumed deportation flights to Haiti, y'all.
Moreno! ¡Párate, Moreno! ¡Jesús Santísimo! ¡Moreno! ¡Moreno, corre, Moreno!
Ven, vamos, ven.
I'm here at the Little Haiti Cultural Center where hundreds and hundreds of Haitians and non-Haitians are gathering together to see what can be done to stop the termination of TPS.
Yeah, they said that they're going to start sending 2 plane flights a week. They just dropped off 111 Haitians recently. Let me tell y'all the scoop. Thursday, July 16th. Yeah, this happened Thursday, July 16th at 1:30 p.m. Cape Haitians International Airport, carrying 111 Haitian nationals who were deported from the United States. So that's how the U.S. was dropping off the Haitians. Now look how the DR is dropping them off. This is the DR dropping off Haitians. Some of them allege that they've been, physically assaulted. It's like the DR is just sending a message to the Haitians like, hey, we really don't want y'all to come here. We're trying to, keep our country afloat. And they also want to build a wall. They're in the process of building a state-of-the-art wall between, to separate Haiti from the DR, because they really want the Haitians to stay on their side. If their budget was a little bit bigger, this wall will go up quicker. But they're like, man, we don't have the budget for it, but this is necessary for this wall to keep the Haitians out on their side. I guess they don't want them to mess up with their tourist money, I mean, Haiti could be doing the same thing with tourism. But all that Haitian on Haitian crime is ruining their side of the island.
Immigration authorities say they have deported more than 120,000 people so far this year, most of them from Haiti. Lugna Rafael has been living in the Dominican Republic for 13 years. He says immigration authorities beat him while he was in detention.
They came at 3 o'clock in the morning. They broke down the door and took me. They beat me a lot and they broke my head.
Dominican President Luis Abinader has made mass deportations of undocumented Haitian migrants a central pillar of his immigration policy. His government is also building a wall along the border with Haiti.
We keep on building with what our budget allows us. It's an objective that is a priority and national security strategy.
Okay, lady, they're going to ask you to go back home one day. The table will turn.
No, they won't.
Okay?
You see how this Haitian lady is gloating, talking about, oh, one day the tables are going to turn. They're going to actually go back home. Go back where we are home. Where I'm going to go? Georgia? Virginia, South Carolina, they want us to be immigrants so bad. And I think that's where a lot of the resentment comes into play. The resentment, the hatred, the anti-Black Americanness that a lot of immigrants have is because we are not immigrants and we can't be deported anywhere. And I really, really am deep down in my heart, not all of them, but I feel like some of them really deeply resent Black Americans because we're not immigrants. They don't like us for that. They don't like us the fact that we've never had to go to an immigration office. We're not running from the ice cream truck. They really can't stand us for that. So for her to be up here saying, oh, one day the table's gonna turn and Trump act like he like y'all. Donald Trump is not the first president of the United States. Black Americans been here since before the inception of this country. If they could deport us en masse to somewhere, they would have already done it. Think about all of the horrific things they've been trying to do to wipe us out. It goes deeper than you think. Use your noggin. Clearly, we're not immigrants and they can't send us anywhere because if they could, they would have. They've literally been burning down our establishments, redlining us, doing everything they can to set us back. Everything under the sun except for what? Deporte, because where they gonna send us? And the fact that she's gloating and got a smirk on her face yeah, it's gonna happen. No, it's not. The tables are not going to turn to where they're going to tell us to go back home because we are home. Y'all really have it in your minds that we're not American. And it's really sad and pathetic that you think this country is just a white man's country. And it is not. It is not. Yes, some white Americans helped to build this country, but Black Americans were here since the very inception as well. Fought in every single war. did free labor and paid labor to build an economic base for this country. Don't ever get it twisted. Like, y'all really confused. We're not immigrants. What y'all think about this? Sound off in the comments below. Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. Our time is coming.
I got a question for all of the Haitians and Syrians. Why did you wait 15 years? Temporary means temporary. You waited 15 years, you ain't get no paperwork. You ain't try to get legal. You ain't try to get permanent residence. You ain't tried to become a citizen. You ain't get no green card. Temporary means temporary. To all my Haitians and Syrians, I am glad that they're ending TPS because it was temporary. It was never permanent.
When your countrywoman stood firm and blocked our reparations, doing everything she can to block your reparations, I don't hear not one Haitian American New Yorker saying a goddamn thing about it. When that woman who was in the White House sat there and said that she don't agree with reparations, was it Jean-Pierre? When she said she don't agree with reparations, I'm going to do the exact same thing that y'all did when she sat there in a position that she would never even be able to have if it wasn't for the fight in our blood. I'm going to do the exact same thing that you did when that happened. I'm not going to say a word. I'm not standing with you. I look, like I said, on a one-on-one basis, is some of you that I actually care about. But as a whole, and even the ones that were on a one-on-one basis, did you do anything to stop Solange's? Did you do anything to check Jean-Pierre? Well, me neither. I can't do it. I don't know how to, what can I do? I'm going to do the same. I'm going to keep my head down and go to work. I'm going to keep my head down and live my life normally as if what is happening is not happening. Isn't that what you did? While we were fighting for our reparations, isn't that what you did? Isn't that what you are doing while we're sitting here, video after video after video, showing you? I sat there and showed you. I confronted Solange in her face. What did you do to stand with us? Nothing. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And now I will do the same for you that you did for me.
The immigration debate in America has become more emotional than ever as deportations continue and immigration policies become stricter. One conversation is gaining attention online. Some Black Americans are saying they stayed quiet too long, not because they celebrate anyone being deported, but because they believe people dismissed their concerns until reality started hitting close to home. Today we are looking at why this conversation is becoming so heated and why so many opinions are now colliding.
Wait, I have to add this before I leave. Y'all don't want to be in y'all's country. So as much as y'all got a country to go back to, your ass ain't never there and don't want to go there. Y'all are literally picketing, rioting, and trying to storm the Capitol so that you won't have to go back to your country that you're so proud of. All right, bye.
Do is flee away from danger. I love the idea of go back to your country because there's this mentality that there's a claim to something. Your entire country is based off of people that flee. Like, that is what people do. They flee. If it ain't working out there and the oppression is way too bad, they flee for better opportunities. Some people want to sit there and fight all day, but other people actually want to raise their children and they don't want to spend their life fighting. Do you get that? Do you understand that? No.
Me personally, I would not be anywhere I'm not welcome. To any other immigrant, I would not be anywhere I'm not welcome. Period. Because right now, this is ridiculous. Trump ending the TPS for all Haitians. Seem like, damn, only Haitians in the U.S.? Or is it Cubans? Is it, Guatemalans? Is it Mexicanos? Is it Dominicanos? All those people that, don't supposed to be over here, but yet y'all worry about the fucking Haitians? Are you kidding me? Not. Anywho, I don't even want to be in the fucking country. And I'm from here. Y'all pack up and go to Canada. Cause I'm hearing that they treat you, I wish I could say it in Creole. My man ain't here. But I'm wishing that, I heard Canada treat you like you a fucking queen over there, king over there. Pack up and go there, cause I'm about to leave too. The motherfucker Trump don't even want me in my own country. But y'all, my heart breaks for these families, cause these motherfucking people be working hard. You hear me? Anything, they dedicate their life to it. They only come over here for a better life, and Trump, you trying to script that shit away from them. Y'all, let's pray for the Haitians, y'all. Let's pray for the Haitians.
And this is how you really exposed yourself. You said you don't know a single black American. Is that right? We know you don't like us. You're letting us know. It's in your anger, it's in your heart. But let me tell you something. I have a Haitian neighbor right now, just was at my house yesterday, visiting my man. And he's going through a lot right now. And you know what he said? He said, my home is a safe space for him. In 2026, my home is still a safe space for your people. But all you do is show that you don't fuck with us. So when we say what we say, this is why. You cannot convince me that y'all are not jealous of the fact that black Americans taught you everything you knew, and now you want to give the credit to white people. You had the nerve to bring up the fact that Pat's Supermarket is owned by white people, but that was literally the cultural center in Little Haiti for Haitians to be able to sell their stuff. So whose side are you on? You get what I'm saying? This is why I say, when you give Haitians the credit, they still don't respect black Americans. You call me out twice, I finally respond, and this is how you act. And I was, you took your stitch off. I took it off because I need to see when you respond. That stitch duet shit, I don't be seeing it in all of my notifications. So the best way is direct. You got a problem with that? Because you had no problem making a 5-minute video responding to a video that wasn't even a response to what you said to me. I already responded to what you said to me. You decided to go to the other video and only respond to that. Bitch, I already laid your ass out and you completely ignored it. The black people in America are black and proud. Y'all try to be black and you're not even proud about it because you're so brainwashed that you come to this country and you sit under the tutelage of white America, and then you try to bring that shit back into the black community, and it don't work like that. We've never been on the side of white supremacy. You're gonna be over there. We're gonna be over here. That's why we're not the same.
Ma'am, we don't relate to it. You're 100% right. We don't relate to leaving our countries and saying we will go somewhere for a better opportunity. We can't relate to it. And let's call it what it is. The majority of Haitians haven't left Haiti either. Let's call it what it is. It's only a small group of people who are allowed by the U.S. government to come here. The majority of Haitians are still in Haiti right now, dealing with the problems in Haiti, fighting. Your family was the ones that was approved by the U.S. government to come over here. They knew you wasn't going to fight anything. They knew you wasn't going to stand up. They knew your family wasn't going to get on cold with black America. They knew you was going to just put your head down and say, yes, a boss. They knew that. That's why they let you in. That's why, to be honest with you.
So I am one of the Haitians affected by this. I came to America when I was 4 years old. One of the, probably actually the very first clear memory I have was being on a plane to America and talking to my sister and us talking about what it meant for us to be going to America. We had different things that we debated, what would life be like? And I also remember throwing up in either the taxi ride or on the airplane. That was my very first memory. I don't remember life in Haiti because I was a baby. I was a toddler, so I don't remember. I started kindergarten here in the States. I did all my grade levels here. I said the Pledge of Allegiance, learned how to speak English. I learned United States history like it was my history. Although I kept a very strong hold to my Haitian roots, I became American without even realizing it. Unfortunately, there was always something that separated me and everyone else around me. Me and all the other kids. There was something that I had to be worried about that they didn't have to. My family got TPS when it first came out. It was something that I was very conscious of, especially when I was in the 8th grade and Donald Trump first ran for presidency. And to my utter shock, he was elected. And then he threatened my status back then.
For years, immigration has been one of the most divisive issues in America. Different communities have often supported different policies based on their own experiences. Many Black Americans have argued that their communities have dealt with economic inequality, unemployment, housing challenges, and underinvestment for generations. Some have questioned why these issues receive less attention whenever new immigration debates dominate the headlines. Others feel they were criticized whenever they raised those concerns. Now, as enforcement becomes stricter, many online commentators say attitudes are changing and old arguments are resurfacing. Across social media, many Black Americans say this isn't about celebrating deportations. Instead, they argue it is about accountability. Some believe that certain immigrant voices dismissed Black Americans' concerns or assumed policies would never affect them personally. Now that immigration enforcement has become tougher, many people are expressing frustration, disappointment, and uncertainty. That has led some Black Americans say, "We're trying to warn people that immigration policy can change quickly." Whether people agree or disagree, these conversations continue to grow online every day. This discussion isn't only about immigration. It is also about relationship between communities. Some believe different groups should support one another regardless of political differences. Others argue that support must go both ways and that respect cannot exist only during certain moments. These different expectations have created tension online, especially as people revisit old debates and past statements. At the same time, many voices are calling for less division, and they argue that ordinary families, regardless of background, often face the biggest consequences whenever immigration laws change. One thing is clear: American immigration debate isn't slowing down. As policies continue changing, conversations between different communities will likely become even louder. Whether you agree with opinions being shared or not, this moment is making many people rethink assumptions they once had about politics, immigration, and community relationship. The important question now is this: can these conversations lead to better understanding, or will they create even deeper divisions? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Please keep the discussions respectful, and if you enjoyed breakdowns like these, hit the subscribe button and join our family. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.